Well, it is a Pittsburgh Hockey Now live chat. It's getting a little bit cold out here. I tweeted out a little photo saying, let's do a live chat, and all of a sudden the dark clouds rolled in. If you look down the street there, you will see... Wait, is that the wrong way? No, that's the right way. That's Nationwide Arena, just over there. And we're going to try to stay dry. If it starts raining, we're going to have to run inside. But let's talk a little bit about the Penguins' split squad preseason games. This is between Game 1 and Game 2. I thought Game 1 was really interesting. You saw Jason Zucker really kind of turn it on. Obviously, he's not facing the New York Rangers in the first round of the playoffs. Obviously, he's not. It's not a big time sort of game, but he also was playing very well. You saw Jason Zucker moving like Jason Zucker can move. That should be an encouraging spot. Corey Andonovsky had a real slick goal, kind of slid back into a soft spot and roofed a wicked wrista right past the Columbus goalie. Now, I don't have the game sheets in front of me. Forgive me. I don't know which goalie that was that he sniped that on. But I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to see Andonovsky in a Pittsburgh Penguins jersey very soon. Let me try to get the comments up here. Okay, so there we go. Can I share this? I don't know how I can. Let's see if I can do that here. Yes, there I can. Sorry, I'm back. I had to tweet that out just so anybody else knew that I was around. So, how did Philip Lindbergh look? Now, bear in mind, I'm watching on a small screen 3 hours away. I'm preparing for Game 2. Dave Molinari will have his thoughts and impressions for Game 1. I thought Lindbergh made some real nice saves, let a squeaker in within a couple minutes of coming in. I still think Lindbergh is going to be a nice NHL goalie. Whether he attains that starters level or solid backup level or kind of a tweener, say Louis Domingue, Dustin Tokarski level, I still don't know. But I think he's got more than just long-term AHL chops. He's a little bit smaller. He's not going to fill the net like let's say a Matt Murray or even a Louis Domingue. So he has to make up for it by being a little more athletic, by being or improving his anticipation. That's the word I'm looking for. So what did you think of some of the prospects? I'm kind of curious where Penguins fans are on some of these folks, because I keep telling you who is standing out to me. I keep telling you who's catching my eye, but I don't know that I've been listening too often lately. Obviously, I staked my claim on Drake Caggiula on Saturday. If you haven't, go to Pittsburgh Hockey Now and check that out. Really, I think he's the guy. He's the leader in the clubhouse right now for maybe even that 12th forward spot, jumping ahead of Ryan Poehling, Drew O'Connor. Who am I missing? Oh, Josh Archibald. I think Caggiula has jumped ahead of Archibald even. So there's that. I also really kind of like what I'm seeing from Ty Smith. I don't know that he was very good in the scrimmage today. I keep moving this around, trying to find a better. That's not bad, is it? Yeah. I am downtown Columbus. But I didn't think Ty Smith was particularly great in the first preseason game. But there again, he's an NHL kind of player. He understands what a preseason game really is. I don't know that I would have been as what's what I'm looking for. I don't think I would have eased into it. I think I would have gone level 10, trying to show where I'm at. Now, P.O. Joseph gets the shot in Game 2. He will play tonight in Columbus, and he'll get a chance to show what he can do. Ty Smith kind of opened the door. I thought Smith was winning the job ahead of even Mark Friedman, ahead of P.O. Joseph, but That's how it goes in this business. One bad day, one day, and all of a sudden, the other guy leapfrogs you. I think the games will have more importance than the last 3 days of training camp. Although there's a reason why Mike Sullivan, Ron Hextall, and Brian Burke, I'm actually counting with my fingers. You can't see them down here. There's a reason why they hopped in the car immediately after the first game and are racing to Columbus, because they want to see a few of these guys. Ryan Poehling will be playing, so will Josh Archibald, P.O. Joseph, and I think that kind of rounds out the real position battles for today. Let me check the comments here. None. Well, that's okay. I kind of did this on spur of the moment. I haven't done a live chat in quite some time. I'll pop this on the website, and then I'm sure the comments will roll in. Columbus is just has undergone such a rebirth. Quick story about this city. I would have been checking out Ohio State in the summer of 1994. Yes, a lifetime ago. And I remember walking down the main drag from the courthouse and like, wow, this is a little sketchy. Just how clean and how far this city has come. Although nothing's open. Nothing. I sat in a Tim Hortons, not the worst place in the world, because I couldn't find anywhere else to sit down and grab a bite to eat. So let's talk a little bit about some of my camp perceptions as well. I guess we've gone over day one. Now let's go over training camp impressions for you. Over the last couple days, I think there's been a few prospects begin to get more comfortable, begin to step forward just a little bit. Guys like Isaac Bellevue, Rivas Ansons, they're not going to make the team, but you can see them getting a little more comfortable, a little more assertive. That bodes well. I mean, they're not going to be Penguins saviors. You're not going to see these guys carry the Penguins in 2 or 3 years, but it does bode well that I think I see some NHL chops beginning to emerge. I also see, like I mentioned, Drake Caggiula having, I think, a wonderful camp, playing alongside of Evgeny Malkin and Brian Rust. Mike Sullivan said they wanted to just put a speedy guy there, a tenacious guy alongside those two, and just see what happens in the first 3 days of training camp. You've seen, if you've been reading PHN, you've seen what's been happening. Caggiula's been filling the net in the scrimmages. We chatted with him yesterday, and that's on the website. Also, people ask for my boldest takeaways. I tend to ignore the stars in training camp because, I mean, look, they understand the lack of urgency in camp and in preseason. Don't panic if Evgeny Malkin, Chris Letang, or Sidney Crosby don't play any games. Don't panic if they're not on their A game in September. But I'll tell you something. Evgeny Malkin looks like he's got just a big old chip on his shoulder. Day one, he dekes Mark Friedman. He dekes Chris Ortiz just in the second rink practice. He's not standing there in front of Mike Sullivan showing off. There's not a whole crowd of fans there to watch. He just did this, and he just has a real jump in his step. I think getting the contract, I think getting that past him, getting that in the rearview mirror really, I think allowed him to focus. I also think the sour taste from last season has added a bit of renewed vigor. I almost said something in vinegar, but YouTube hates when I even moderately bend the language rules. So Evgeny Malkin has been on his game. Chris Letang winning the conditioning drills, just half a zone ahead on the laps he was doing. He's just cruising. These guys are in their mid-30s, and they're schooling the young guys on how it's done. That's I find that just incredible, quite frankly. So we're going to wrap this up. We're coming up on 10 minutes, and I want to get inside before it starts to rain. I can feel the mist starting It wasn't supposed to be dry, and I guess we took advantage. I will be getting White Castle on the way home tonight. I think I'll make it all the way back to Pittsburgh, but if not, there's always Zanesville, and there's always White Castle, right? I do like Columbus. Great city, terrible pizza here. Like, what is with this flat, dry, almost frozen pizza? What is it, Donatelli's or Donato? Jeff Hathorn of 93.7 The Fan loves it, and I've had better pizza out of my freezer. Sorry, Columbus. And the awesome toy store I got Rowdy Roddy Piper 4 years ago is also closed on Sundays too. So we're gonna head inside. Full recap, full analysis of Game 1 on Pittsburgh Hockey Now from Dave Molinari. Full recap, full analysis from Game 2 from Columbus. I'll have that immediately following the game tonight. I don't know if the Penguins website will be showing it. I think they are. I didn't see the link up as of 4:30. But the Columbus website had the link up. So if you want to watch, go jump on there. So we'll chat soon. Hey, Rusty Shackelford. Always appreciate you guys jumping on board. That's the pregame. I wish I could tell you the lines. I wish I could tell you a bit more about what we'll see tonight. But this is very unique, a split squad pregame. I'm not sure I like it. I'm not sure anybody is too enthused, but it does give a few guys some extra ice time and an extra chance to shine. So we'll see how this goes tomorrow. We'll regroup, and there's no days off for Pittsburgh Hockey Now. Full content on Monday as well. Even though the Penguins are off, we'll have a stock up, stock down, and we'll crack the one blog that is claiming to be a training camp, even though they're not. I don't know. I just get mad at that stuff. Maybe I'll think better of it. Maybe I'll grow up and just let people do their thing, even if it is a little shaky. All right, kids, have fun. I will. Maybe I'll even do a little live video on the way home, just to keep myself awake. Take care. If I can figure out how to stop it.